G'day, Stu here from UAVfutures, and today, well, something that I think a lot of people want to know the answer for, and what we're going to be doing, we're going to sort of be searching for the perfect prop, and one that's really made a big impact on me lately. We're going to be reviewing the Dal Cyclone. So this one's all about the Cyclones, and there is two different versions that I believe, because I've been flying, I think these are the version 1 for a little while, and basically I only give my opinion on these. Now I'm holding all these bags just to let you know that in the past they're like old-ish props that I don't like. These are like my mediocre props that might be okay. Here's my semi sort of useful ones that I'd be happy to put on my quad and fly around. And in this bag, now this is the one that I take to the field most of the time, this one's got all my Cyclones in there. So what I'm going to be doing, we're going to sticking it on the bench. I'll have a very brief discussion about what it is because look, I'm not a fluid dynamics expert or anything like that. But what I do know is, in my experience, how these props feel and how much better they feel than any others that I've been flying with. So we'll stick it on the bench, and then the most important part, we'll take it out and we'll rip a few packs and I'll sort of do some commentary. And then something that I think you guys are really going to like, I'm going to take a whole bunch of Dal Cyclones, hand them out to some fellow pilots that I fly with, and we'll just get some of their reactions and their thoughts as well, because it's great to have my opinion, but I think it's going to be even better and more powerful for you guys if we listen to what some other pilots say as well. Anyway, enough rambling, let's find a pair of Cyclones, stick them on the bench and get started. Alrighty, so here it is on the bench, and yes, I have zoomed out. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, but just to let you guys know, I wanted to show you this, just how much vigorous testing I've been doing of these props and how much I like them. Check this out. So, all these are all Cyclones that I've been using in the, I guess, in the past little bit, and this is how much I've been flying with these bad boys. I think I've lost my good one right here somewhere. I'm gonna have to find, there it is, that's the one I'm gonna be talking about. But these props are awesome, and I have been doing a ton, an absolute ton of flying with Cyclones. So all these have been put through the ringer. There are, that one actually looks pretty decent actually, I'll probably recycle that one. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of testing. Now while I'm packing these up, you can see they do come in a ton of colors. So, and they also come in like a polycarbonate version, and I think it's polycarbonate anyway, and just I guess like a more opaque sort of version as well. I'm not 100% sure what the plastic is, but that's really not what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about my flight experience with them, a bit of an overview, and then take it out and rip them around. Alrighty, so here's the actual one prop on the bench, and you saw how many I'd gone through before, and this is something that was really important to me, is just how durable these are, because props have come a long way, and Dal is synonymous with props that are very, very durable. And check that out of every single prop that I've been flying on the Cyclones, I've only had one totally snap off, and I guess you would call it totally unflyable. So only one has snapped at the hub right there. All the others have been, I think, like this is probably one of the worst ones that I've seen. This one would have taken a huge impact. All the others, you probably could just bend them up if you were absolutely desperate to get back in the air and flying. That one's probably a pretty bad example, but you get the idea. So a very, very strong prop, and I've only ever broken one at the hub. Now you saw those colors before, but the interesting part that I really like about the Dals, I think, is what they've done here with their tapered end. So they are a very, very sharp prop. I've even cut my fingers on them before actually, and they're a very, very sharp prop. I think it's 50-45, so it's a 50-45 prop, which is a pretty steep angle in a 5-inch tri-blade that we're talking about right here. It's a pretty steep angle, but as it gets towards the end, it really tapers off just there. And I think that, now look, I'm no expert at this, but this is just sort of my small understanding of it, is because this isn't a bullnose or anything like that, and it's really tapered back, you're going to create less vortex, I guess, on the outside right here, and so it's going to have less drag when it's cutting through the air, be much more efficient, and I guess just be a little bit kinder to the amps while still allowing to pump out a ton of thrust. It's also probably worth noting that there's a version 2 out there which has an even bigger lip just here, I think, so it's a little bit steeper, and they're meant to have some insane thrust, but on these ones, I've found these have been fantastic when they're filled, and they really suit my type of flying, a mix of acro, racing. I'm just very, very happy with flying these things around. Now, I'm not going to be doing a thrust test or anything like that, because I've kind of come to the conclusion that it's not all about numbers for me and when you're flying around. It's really, how does this feel in the air? What's it like versus the other props? And I guess, how does this change your flying experience? And how durable is it as well? So I've seen how durable it is. What I want to do now, let's cut to some flight footage of this thing zipping around, and I'll give a brief overview, and then I guess we'll cut to some other pilots and see what they think. All right, let's cut to that footage in 3, 2, 1. Rightio, so here we are last Sunday, and we're flying around the GT2, just doing some sort of, not a real race or anything like that, but just doing lap after lap and lipo after lipo. But the whole time I did have the Cyclones on. There goes my mate, I think that's Trevor's quad or maybe Pezzy D's. But yeah, I'm really a massive fan of these props. They feel great in the air, and it is kind of difficult to talk about one prop versus another, and I guess what's better and all those sorts of things, because everyone has their different personal preferences. But for me, I'm definitely a huge fan of the Cyclones. You know, when I was flying, I think the Dal 50-40 tries or something before, and I've tried the HQ props and all those, but the durability mixed with the way that these things, they really feel like they're cutting through the air. Like some of the speed that you can pick up on these things, and I think you'll notice it just here. I think I sort of give it some right here. It just punches out and it really slices through the air, which is exactly the sort of prop that I'm looking for. So I found in my flying experience that these have been a prop that are sort of cater sort of to the sort of flying that I like to do. Really fast, really agile, and still very durable. So you can hit trees and things like that, and you don't really have too many issues when you're flying around. Now, regards to acro, look, there might be some better acro quads out there or something, and I'm probably not the best pilot to ask for acro because I don't do enough of it. I just seem to like flying lap after lap. But overall, I'm super happy with these props, and I'm pretty sure that they perform pretty awesome in acro as well. What I want to do now, let's actually cut to some other pilots, because I handed out a bunch of Dal Cyclones, and I guess we'll get their opinions and see what they think as well, because I think that'll really help you guys. Rightio, so we're down here in the field, going to test out some Cyclone props. So I got some other pilots, because I've obviously got my thoughts on them, but we'll give them some props and see how they go. Do you get red?
Oh, thank you, sir. Okay.
Jono, you get yellow.
Yellow. You got pink, I'll take pink.
You get pink. And Trevor gets orange. So they're all going to go up, have a fly around, and then we'll get their impressions on what they think about the Cyclones. Rightio, so Stu's been flying around. What do you reckon?
I'm a fan, definitely. I've come off the Dal 50-40s, V2s, and onto these, and thrust is heaps better. Loving them. I'm converted.
What about in like responses or snappiness or anything like that? Or
yeah, I'm picking up speed heaps quicker. Definitely out of corners, in corners, and hairpins as well. They're just all round been an easier prop to fly with more response and speed. So yeah, I'm sold.
Jono, what do you reckon?
Well, look, I've been racing the racecrafts for probably about like a month now. In comparison to racecrafts, I'm finding these, when you come out of a corner and you lay the throttle on, it's kind of like hitting a slipstream. It's really, you pick up pace really quick, and the pace keeps coming and it keeps coming, and it doesn't seem to stop until you get to the next corner. Very, very smooth, and yeah, I'm quite liking it. Like I was saying, I was liking the lift that the racecrafts have, but the speed that I was getting off of these was really good today.
Rightio, so Benny's been flying. How long have you been flying for, Benny?
A few months now.
So a little while. What do you reckon? What were you flying before this?
Just some cheapy 50-45s, tri-blades, you know, just cheap crap from China.
Okay, did you notice any difference with flying these ones?
Yeah, these are tons better. They're very buttery, nice and smooth. Good top end, good low end. It's a good all-round prop.
Any negatives, you think?
Not yet. I haven't crashed them a lot yet, so maybe they break easy.
Yeah, maybe. Check out the durability.
They seem alright.
Righty, so we'll get experienced pilot Trevor as well. So what do you reckon of the Cyclones?
They're great. Cut through the air really nice. They're sharp, so get the fingers away.
What have you been flying? I don't even know what props you normally fly.
Just those ones.
Like the King Kongs?
King Kong ones, I think, yeah.
Do you prefer these over the King Kongs?
These, you can feel the difference straight away. I reckon these are cutting through the air a bit quicker. I certainly prefer these. Yeah, they hold up pretty well. I got pranked a few times. I actually thought I had two crook ones on there, that's hence the different colours, but it was my camera lens was loose, it wasn't the props at all. So yeah, very good so far. I'll let you know more by the end of the day.
Cool. Alright, so this one's a bit of a treat. We've got like a top international pilot here to test out the Dals. So what do you reckon, Evie, of those ones?
What do you reckon you like most about them? Is it the colour?
You like the colour?
Pink.
Yeah, what else? What would you name that quad?
I would name it Floppy Jnr.
Okay. Did it look like it was going fast?
I don't know. I wasn't watching.
Okay, fair enough. Alright.
Can I do mine again?
Rightio, so there it is. There's my review of the Dal Cyclones. And yeah, you're right, I didn't do a thrust test or anything like that because I feel like that's a bit of a misindication on how a prop performs, because we don't all fly like that and it's not all about those big numbers. Really, this for me is the perfect prop for when you're flying around. That's what I wanted to find out. That's what I'm searching for, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And you can see it's on heaps of my builds, and you saw how many I've used in the past, so I really like it. An awesome mix for me between efficiency, I guess response and snappiness, good overall speed, and also fairly durable as well. You can fly with these quite a bit till they get beat up, but they're also not the most durable, so you do have to change them out. But that's not always a bad thing, because when you put on a fresh set of these, man, it feels so smooth and so good. Anyway, hopefully you guys like that. I've been pumping out a ton of videos lately, so there's a little bell icon, so whenever you upload them you won't miss them, so make sure you click on that. Subscribe for more FPV related content, and as always, happy flying. Alrighty, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. Definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel and check out these videos. And I'm also going to leave a little link here to my Patreon page, because I've got some fantastic Patreon supporters and I like to give back to them as well. So if you want to join the UAVfutures family, there's things like bonus Velcro straps, little bundles of FPV goodies and things like that that also get sent out. Anyway, happy flying.